says it's waiting for me. But I'm here. We're streaming. We're live. Hi everyone. Hello. Seeing myself on all these monitors here. Hold on. Hi everyone. Welcome. Hi Carrie, Jamie, Sue, Marlene, Magical Crafty Mama. That's a pretty fun name. Hi guys. How is everyone doing? You can't hear me, Mary Lou. Hold on. Let me try some things. Is it better at all, Mary Lou? See if you can hear. Testing, testing. Move things out of the here. Good evening. Hi, Mary Pat, Joanne, Lori Joe. Welcome, guys. From Montana. Thank you guys for joining. Can you guys hear me okay? A little. Let me try turning it up even more, Mary Lou. Yeah. Sounds good. All right. Hi, guys. Hi. Alex isn't with me. Alex is in Georgia, actually. Instead of going home into the hurricane, he stayed a little bit away from the hurricane. So, he should be going home soon. Supposed to be a frost. Awesome. Alright. Niagara Falls? That's awesome, Gail. First off, if any of you guys are in the hurricane zone, which probably most, if you're in the hurricane zone, you're probably not on watching tonight. I understand that. But there's lots of places that got hit, but did not get hit nearly as bad as, say, like Fort Myers and all that. So many thoughts with that. The destruction is absolutely crazy. Hello from the Caribbean. Well, how are you doing there? Hopefully the hurricanes are being nice to you, because it's just like one hurricane after the other right now. Good. You know what's really getting me is I'm seeing these, and I know people are stranded, but now all these videos are coming out of these animals that are stranded, and that, like, that always gets me. They're scared to death. I mean, everybody's scared to death. There's alligators in the water. I seen there was sharks in the water. Oh. Good, McCray. I'm glad you did not get hard. Gainesville, Florida, and we are fine. Good. Thank goodness. That I was watching the news, and it was like that storm was spinning, and then you'd come check in like hours later, and it was like still spinning in the same area, and I was like, holy cow. Especially over the Fort Myers area. I mean, firefighters couldn't even get out. I mean, everybody's just swimming. So, thoughts are with all of you guys. Yes. It was amazing to watch on TV. That thing did not slow down. So my parents are in Florida. You know, Alex's house, Melody's houses are in Florida. So, Alex is like, why are your mom and dad staying there? I'm like, because they're watching everybody's house. My brother has a house next door to my parents, and Melody's houses are there. So my dad went around and made sure and got those all ready for the hurricane, put up all the lawn furniture and stuff like that. So I was like, there's 4 houses there he's watching over. There's no way my parents are leaving. But luckily they didn't get hit hard. There was a model where it was possibly going to hit at like Cedar Key, and then they were going to get hit really bad. But it didn't hit there. So they made out pretty good. For being in a huge hurricane, anyway. We were talking about those rain totals, and how about those rain totals? Like 24 inches of rain. So I Googled how much is an inch of snow to rain, and 1 inch of rain is 10 inches of snow. So that means if that would have been a snowstorm, there would have been 240 inches of snow in places. Like, that's over the rows of houses. So just to put it into perspective of how much that would be. Hi Twyla, hi Wanda, Janine. The images on the news are awful, Mary. I agree. It's like heartbreaking. And I know there's areas they can't even get into. So I know there's going to be, I seen Sanibel Island, which those residents, if they stayed on the island, they're kind of stranded because it's completely washed out the roadways getting to the island. So let's do our little intro here.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Alright, welcome back, guys. Okay, so have you guys seen the new Cricut Community Create Challenge they created? I've posted it in all of our Facebook groups and such, but they have this fun little Community Create Challenge where they give you an image, and the image is free to use for everyone. So even if you're Access, you don't have to be, it's free. And then you don't have to use the entire image. You can contour it out, you can slice it, you can use whatever you want from it. But then you post your completed project in one of our social media groups. So like for us, say Cricut Design Space. You go to our Cricut Design Space group, you're going to post your project, but you also have to make sure that your project is shareable within the community. So you're going to want to make the project public. And my phone is turned all the way down, so if I get any messages I am not hearing, let me turn that up. I agree, Twyla, on that. She said, I'll take earthquakes any day over hurricanes and tornadoes. You know, I was sitting here the other day and I was like, well, the Midwest might be a little boring, but I don't have to worry about mudslides, earthquakes, I don't think. Hurricanes, tornadoes we do have to worry about. Luckily, I've never been in my life in a horrible tornado. There have been towns not far from me that have, but luckily, so far. Yes, and actually, I fly to Florida on Monday. I'm flying out to Alex on Monday. And I fly into Orlando, so we will see. I know it's shut down right now. Things are going to be backed up, and I fly out at like 5:30 in the morning on Monday. So, and then when I fly home Saturday from Miami, which I've never done, but it was so much cheaper in Miami, and Alex is like, hey, I'll drive you to Miami. He's got family by there that we could visit. So I said, okay, that's fine. But now I don't know if it's a long trip down Florida with the hurricanes coming through to get from the Villages to Miami. It's like 6 hours. So we will see. Oh, welcome to the Melodettes, Laura. Thank you. Magical Crafty Mama. The hashtag doesn't have to be specific. I just say hashtag Community Create Challenge to put on the project. That way we can search for it easily. But I also searched for Cricut Fall Challenge. It's just we get to submit a winner from our groups to Cricut. And then before they announce the winners, Cricut's going to make sure they don't have like duplicate winners from different groups with the same project. So we will be able to announce them after Cricut gives us like the okay. Oh, that's awesome, Marlene. January is a good time to go to the Airbnb. You escape the cold and you go there, and that's my favorite time to go. And the snowbirds are there. It is a busy place during the winter. So, all right, so back to the project. So I have been, usually like my upstairs, the past several years, I have not took any of my fall decor out. I've just completely decorated Halloween upstairs and downstairs. But this year I was like, I don't know, I guess I wanted something happier around me. So I wanted fall decor upstairs. So I released it from the basement, if you will. I started decorating. There's my one side of my fireplace. It's a two-sided fireplace. And on the other side, it's like 2 stories. But that's my one side of my fireplace there I started. So I wanted to do a project for the Create Challenge that I could put out. I have a perfect spot on one of my tables. I have nothing. So I'm actually going to make a block set. So I got this from Melody's actually. So this is a block set and it has 3 different size blocks. So this was a Chalk Couture thing that she had, but you can purchase on like Amazon, even Michael's, Hobby Lobby. They have blanks that you can get in all different sizes. So I did 3 different images with the free image, and then we're going to go ahead and put them on here with iron-on and vinyl. And I'm going to use a lot of stuff from mystery boxes we've had recently. So we'll go ahead and go through that. Also, don't forget, if I forget towards the end, our Melody Lane giveaway ended at midnight. So we want to go ahead and Rafflecopter chooses the winners of those. I'm going to go ahead and do it on the live, so we will find out. And hopefully it's one of you guys. That would be more than one of you guys, because we got 10 winners that are going to win $50. So hopefully it's some of you guys, but we will go ahead and do that while we're live and see who won. So that's exciting. Thanks, Sue. I know, I was like, I just need happy around me, and fall makes me happy, and I got fall everywhere, so I am happy with that. And then downstairs is it's like a whole nother world down here. But now I have lots of Halloween stuff to go down here. So, I'm going to go ahead and go over and show the project before we start. Alright, just going to go ahead and get my blocks out here. See, I got some of it weeded. I got a couple things to put on transfer. I love fall too, Mary, and it really did become fall. It was, when I took my son to school this morning, it was 39 degrees out. I said we really did go from using the air conditioning right into the heat. I really enjoy that break where I don't have to turn either on, but it did not happen. Yes, Gail, there is still a Cricut Craft Club in the Villages. If you're on Facebook, you can go to Villages Cricut Club, I believe is the way it's worded. But yes, they do. They meet once a month. My parents and Alex actually went to the last one and brought them some things from Melody's memorial, brought them the Melody Lane bracelets, brought them Melody Lane stickers, and they had some items for my family also that was really sweet. Really, really sweet. Okay, first I'm going to show you what products we're all going to use. So, transfer tape. Transfer tape is in several different mystery box. I think the closest one we just had was Under the Sea mystery box that had transfer tape in it. So we're going to use that. Ooh. Mark that down. Alright, and then I used this vinyl here. This is called Bracken, is the color of this. Black vinyl. I needed tires for the truck, you know. And then out of the fall mystery box, I used the wine iron-on. And then also, actually, instead of that brown, there is neutrals inside of this too. That was also in this mystery box. So if you wanted to use the brown for iron-on instead of neutral, you actually have the colors within this one from the Fall is in the Air box. And then I used maize yellow also, which was also in the Fall is in the Air box. There's actually two colors in here. There's maize and tangerine, but I used the maize there. And then you could use, this is our newest mystery box, guys, which if you did not see, we had a mystery box the other day come out, the spooky mystery box, which has a new cutie, a brand new true purple cutie. Look, guys, he's Melody purple. It's hard to see here in the light, but he is like the perfect Melody purple. So, and I believe those are still available. Sorry if I get quiet, I gotta back up. I believe those are still available. So, if you want to get your cutie in the mystery box, it was a good one. We also got a deep point blade, which you guys know those are not cheap. But you could go ahead and use the orange vinyl that was in the spooky mystery box. Now, I had some of this I wanted to use. I have the premium vinyl, and this is the pearl metallic and the neon orange. So, I went ahead and used this for the pumpkin, but you could, if you wanted to stick to more of your mystery box items, go ahead and use your orange there. Then the only thing that wasn't in a mystery box was the black and then that brown, but remember, you could use the iron-on brown from the Fall is in the Air box. And the wait, did somebody say night? Did I read something was like 98 degrees? 91? Holy cow. 98 today, Laura. We are on two different ends of the spectrum in temperature there. Oh, that's awesome, Laura. Your mystery box comes tomorrow. I wish you guys seen my reaction when I actually opened the purple one. I just go, it's so pretty. It's Melody purple. So, I instantly, if you guys see my little mushroom back here, I always have a cutie on it. It was my gold one, but I dethroned him, and my Melody purple one is staying there. Alright, so with this, we have 3 different block sizes. This one was 11 inches, and then we had a 4.5 by 4.5, and a 6.5 by 4. So, and then the first design, I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Obviously, we're going to do our iron-on first because we don't want to put the vinyl on and then put the heat press on over it. Find my hidden scissors here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these apart right now. Cut some of the excess off. I know my husband told me there's another hurricane coming up too. Alright. I'm just going to go through a couple of my pieces here and pull off. Yeah, Alex's other grandpa though, Melody's dad, actually lives between Sarasota and Fort Myers. So, he has a huge tree down. I seen Alex was posting asking if anybody in the area had a chainsaw. But they did stay in their home, and they were safe. Apparently it's supposed to be secure to like 250 mile per hour winds. Yes, I do have the auto press too, which you could use on this because you can actually press with the auto press on wood up to 2 inches thick. So that would have worked for right here. Which I love the auto press. I don't know if anybody picked it up, but it was just not, it was just $200 off with that warehouse sale they had last week. So I know a lot of people picked up the auto press. Alright. Go ahead and weave these really quick and put these on transfer tape. I know I've seen several projects come out already. I've seen cards. I've seen somebody take the pumpkin and use it to slice pictures, like a mosaic picture with the pumpkin, which was really neat. Mary Lou, I'm pretty sure one of the cards I seen was yours. Am I crazy? But I think one of the Community Create Challenge cards was yours I seen. Ooh, 120 degrees. I cannot. I just see that. I'm like, that is melting weather. I mean, I guess you get used to what you're, because Alex already has that Florida blood. Now he's like, oh, the cold, like, what did he say? Anything under 80, I think, is cold to him now. More pieces here, and then we can go ahead and put on transfer tape. I thought the maize yellow though was a really good, just fall yellow color to use. It's really sticking to me here. Come on, there we go. So I go to Florida Monday, come home Saturday, and the following Friday we leave, and Alex too, we leave for Gatlinburg. I never got to go to. My family all went for Thanksgiving last year. Melody, my brother, my parents, Alex, my whole family. And unfortunately, because of my husband's work schedule and Connor started working, we were not able to join the family for that vacation. which would have been the last time I got to see Melody, so I've learned that if you can go spend time with family, you go spend time with family. You figure out the rest. Alright, there's that one there. I'm going to go ahead and play a quick video of just how I went and sliced the pumpkin. So if we have any new people that haven't done such a thing, because I do personalize it, go ahead and show that. Okay, so to start, you're just going to go ahead and take your image and you're going to go ahead and I'm going to want to duplicate it because I'm going to contour this out and break it into different pieces. So that way when I start with 2, I can go ahead and remove some and I have the full image. The first thing I got to do to break this apart is I'm going to go ahead and choose ungroup. That way I can group them into separate pieces. Now there'll be different groups within these ungrouping. To select the specific image you want, you're going to go ahead and hit contour on the bottom right there, and then you're going to go ahead and contour out and hide which items you don't want of the image. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the stems there. I'm going to go ahead and choose contour, and I'm going to choose which stem goes with that pumpkin. And then once I've contoured that out, I'm going to go ahead and grab my stem and place it with my pumpkin there. Now, because I wanted to personalize this one, and you don't have to personalize it if you don't, but I did include in the project, I did include a blank pumpkin. That way it didn't have my initial cut off, but I wanted to put a K for our last name in there. Now to get the K in there, I'm just going to go ahead and go over to text, and I'm just going to start writing immediately. Now you can choose whatever font you like. If you're not Cricut Access, you can go ahead and choose a free font. I went ahead and chose Baylac here, and that is an Access font. Now all I have to do is go ahead and grab my K, bring it over, and then I'm going to go ahead and resize it to the size that I like. Now I want to rescale this, so I'm going up to the unlock key there, right above the H in the width and height size. And I'm going to drag that and rescale it to the size I like. Once I have that done, I'm just going to go ahead and choose the K, hit shift and choose the pumpkin, and choose slice. If it's not allowing you to choose the slice option, then it's probably because you have maybe your pumpkin grouped with your stem, so you do have to ungroup that before you can slice it, and then you're going to go ahead and just delete those out. And that's how you cut out the pumpkin. All right. There we go. I hope you guys heard that. It doesn't play any sound on my side, so I'm always curious. Right, Jamie? I love the Baylac is definitely in my my bookmarked list. I love it too. I notice I use it a lot actually in different stuff. Hi, Gail. Welcome. South Texas, so hopefully you're safe from the hurricane there. Other pieces do I need to put on here? Just these 2. Just got 2 more pieces to put on transfer tape, and then we will go ahead and start transferring. Thanks, Joanne. I know there's all different levels of cricketers out there. Cricketeers? So I like to share the info. Oh, and I will be sharing this in the community space profile. I'll also put it on our projects on patreon.com, where we have over 1,100 projects that are available to cut at any time. And that starts at $2 a month. So, but we will go ahead and make this one in the community space profile. And it does have the pumpkin, as I mentioned, without the K in it. That way you can go ahead and slice through your initial if you like. Or maybe you just want to leave it plain. I don't know about you guys, but I love monogram stuff. I have so much monogram stuff. I took a big pumpkin and one of those foam, what are they, foam pumpkins? You know, the craft pumpkins. Took one of the craft pumpkins and cut off the top and made it like to hold flowers, fall flowers. And then I took the Cricut and I cut a K, because I like the monogram. I put the K on there, and I put some fleur-de-lis on there. I'm just putting the transfer paper on. Transfer tape. It's not paper. I'm going to go ahead and smooth it across. There we go. Put that in my little project box. We got one more to go. Sure this is long enough. That's perfect. Actually, well, before I put this last one on, we're gonna go ahead and use the I'm gonna use the Easy Press 3. I'm gonna turn it on there, slide it down some. Okay, so we're gonna be using the Easy Press 3. So to set this, all I have to do is use the Heat app, the Cricut Heat app on my phone. I bet so, Magical Crafty Mama. I bet it is hard when you don't have like the change of seasons. Last time I was in Florida, I was like, wait a minute, I'm never here in fall. I'm like, Alex, do like leaves change color? Like, does that happen? He's like, no. And I was like, then I don't think I'd like it here around. I love to see the leaves change colors. So I'm super excited to go to Gatlinburg, to be in the mountains. Like when the fall leaves are changing, like that is like bucket list for me. Plus I'm going to take some pictures of the kids up there, like for their senior pictures, so I'm excited. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the Cricut Heat app really quick. Alright, let me turn this off for now. I think it'll make it easier to see. There we go. Alright, so here I have the Cricut Heat app on my phone, and it's already chosen the Easy Press. It went to my machines. It calls it Atmosphere up here. Yours won't say that. That's code names before they come out. So you just hit Start New Project. And then it's going to have you choose your transfer material, which I am just using the Everyday Iron-On. So I'll go ahead and choose Everyday Iron-On. And then it has what you're applying it to. So this is it's wood-ish, I'll say. I'm not exactly sure if it's real wood. It's got like a finish on it. So I'm going to go ahead and choose wood. And then go ahead and hit Next. And once I hit Send Settings to Heat Press, it's going to go ahead and start heating it up. So it's telling me I need to heat it for 300 degrees for 5 seconds. Or not 5 seconds, that's the preheat. The preheat's 5 seconds. And then I'm going to go ahead and press it for 40 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and send the settings to the Easy Press. That way it starts heating up. And it'll count down too. It'll tell you how much time you have left and when it's ready. Which is really nice. You don't have to, you can manually set it too. You don't have to, say you're somewhere and you don't have the app, you can absolutely do it without the app. You just do need the app to go ahead and set it up and register it for the first time. But the app's also nice because it tells you it tells you step-by-step instructions on it. Oh, it's stuck to the tape on the end of the roll. I was like, why will this not come off? There we go. Alright, now we got all of our pieces stuck on there. We can go ahead and we're just waiting on that to heat up. So we're going to go ahead and apply our iron-on first. Hi Susan, welcome. Lord, so the Easy Press 3, it works with Bluetooth. So it's basically has the same settings and everything you can get with the Easy Press 1 or 2, but it works with that heat app that you can set it from that. And then like I said, it does tell you, you can hit here. See if you guys can see. Hold on. You hit detailed instructions and it's literally going to walk you through step by step. So it's going to tell you what you need to use and each step what to do. So there's like no like, oh, I forgot to do this. You can just look down and be like, check. Now I'm on this step and so on. So, it's pretty neat. It also works with the auto press. Yep. Alright. It is cool. So I'm going to go ahead and move the project box out of the way. Move this up some so we can see what we're doing here. I'm actually going to use the Heat Easy Press on 2 of the different blocks because I'm going to go ahead and set up this one where I think this one is. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so first up, I'm going to go ahead and press the Happy Fall. So I just wanted to lay it out to see where exactly I need it. You could take and mark it with, like, say, chalk if you wanted to. You could with a pretzel. You could mark it with a pretzel. I don't recommend marking it with a pretzel, but it's pretty funny, actually. All right. So that actually looks pretty good to me. I just want to make sure it's straight. Which you could when you're layering things too. You can always put an item on. Say you can put a star on each area if you're laying on top and on top. This isn't so on top because I'm going to layer here and then I'm going to kind of build down. But, alright. But I got to take this off because I have to preheat it for 5 seconds. There we go. And it's wood, so it doesn't really need any pressure on it. Go ahead and turn it up to look at it. Ooh. Side. It's really stuck to it. Okay. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and start it for the 40 seconds. I hope this is okay on the wood. Like I said, it's not like a real wood, it's a finished wood with some kind of finish on it. Yes, Laura, you download the Cricut Heat app, is the app for it. Gail said, now I'm craving pretzels. Right? I know we have some Halloween like pretzels up there covered with like sprinkles on them from like we have a candy factory out here called Albany's. Like they're famous for their gummy bears and their gummy products, but they make those pretzels there and they're delicious. They're perfect for watching a movie too, which by the way, the new Hocus Pocus comes out tomorrow. Who's watching the new Hocus Pocus? Mary Lou said, I'm a bad girl. I don't preheat my wood. No bad things have happened yet. I've done it too where I haven't, and it depends on the material, you know. But, so we're just going to go ahead and let this cool. I'm going to move this one out of the way. The font Carmen is Baylac. B-A-Y-L-A-C. Alright. Just looking at what side of wood I want. Some has more grain on one side. I think I'm going to go with this way. Alright. I'm excited for Hocus Pocus. My daughter's off tomorrow, so her and her boyfriend, I was already like, Friday is Hocus Pocus we're watching Hocus Pocus. Last Sunday we all watched the first Hocus Pocus, just, you know, to get it fresh in our brains. So, let's see where I want this before I preheat the wood. Because it's right in the middle, right? There's nothing on either side of it. Just trying to get a visual. I'm going to go ahead and preheat it. There we go. All I had to hit on my app was make again, and I don't know if you guys seen, but then my time changed from 40 seconds to 5 seconds because it knows I'm making another project. So I'm just gonna go ahead and preheat. April, welcome to the gold level Melodettes. I feel like we need our own song for the Melodettes, right? Oh, I'm over here looking and chatting and not paying attention. Yes, we have Disney Plus here. We will definitely... I know one of our favorite bands out here is actually playing at the Blue Chip Casino tomorrow. And when I seen they were playing, I haven't seen them in, I don't know, you know, with COVID, it's been so long. And I was like, oh, they're playing at the Blue Chip. Like, we should go watch the band. But then I was like, wait a minute, that's the day Hocus Pocus 2 comes out, so tell you what we're doing there. We're gonna stay home and watch Hocus Pocus 2. They need to make little tiny laser levelers. You know, I have like the big laser level. I want a little laser level. Just like this size that you can put on something and then it will... Cricut, can we get that? Alright. Let's go ahead and press this now for 40. Right? Cheryl said, ooh, a song. I am known too for just singing my own little jingles to things that I make up randomly. So I need to really think about this Melodettes thing. And my son makes music and like composes music. So I'll be like, hey Connor, can we help me get a Melodettes song? Yeah, Susan. She said we have Albanese. So I'm in Indiana. So yeah, the factory is here. They have the softest gummy bears too, do they not? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and let that one cool. While that one's cool, and we're going to come back to the Happy Fall one, and we're going to go ahead and peel it off. Just peeling it straight back there. There we go. Yes, you can, Wanda. You can definitely heat press wood, which is so cool because there's so much you can do with that. Alright, while the truck cools, we're going to go ahead and go over to this one. So next I'm going to put on the Yall. So I took for this one, I just went and I sliced out the A for the Yall because the Happy Fall Yall was one image. So I just sliced that out and then I went ahead and added in the pumpkin instead of the A. Gail said, okay, I have my pretzels. Snack time! No snack time for me, my tummy. I learned you do not want to eat 5-day-old seafood. Like, you know, you bring home from the restaurant leftovers. You do not want to do that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and peel this back. There we go. I'll turn it up so I can see it here, guys. So we got that on the wood, so I'm going to go ahead and go over it. Get my little scraper here. And then if you press over it, you always want to go in one direction. You don't want to go back and forth. In case there's any bubbles in that vinyl, you do not want to be pushing the bubbles around. Same thing, we're just going to... I really like this block set too. I like the sizes of it. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and save this transfer tape for later. And then we're going to do our little leaf. There's my leaf. There's my leaf. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and layer the leaf on here. I'm going to cut some of this. What is that? It's like a little black, I don't know if you guys can see, there's a little black circle. I'm like, what is that? Where did that come from? I'm wondering. The only thing I can think of is it's my flamingo's eyeball. Because you know I have the project tray I made with the flamingos. Oh, I cut his eye out. It's not that. I don't know what that came from. Alright, so go ahead and layer this on here. Did you guys see the new products that all came out? There was 47, oh, that didn't stick, so I'm just going to go ahead and go over it some more. 47 new products from Cricut. 47! Did you guys see all the new ones? I got a few right here. The watercolor brush set. Love! The new glitter gel pens, guys. I don't know if you guys seen my video where I used them, but there was no skipping. It literally wrote like butter. First time. And you know I love sparkle and glitter, so I was super excited about that. Alright, there's that one. And then we're going to go ahead and take... Oh. Might help if I put this on transfer tape, huh? Go ahead and... transfer tape I just had. I went to put it on. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. And the opaque pens too. Did you guys see the white one that draws on the dark? Super cool. That was like Christmas when we got those and got to play with those. Like, that is awesome. Gotta stand up to get over this so I can... There we go. Now this is one where you could have, since you're layering right on top of one another, you could have put a star on the spot. Say take your square, whatever, put a star, duplicate that, and then do your both pieces of design, and then you can stick your star on there. Now, you don't want your star to stay on there, so you can use something like painter's tape. You can put painter's tape where the star is going to stick, and that way you just layer both of these, put them right on the star, but then you can take the stars off. It just depends on the design, how hard it is to layer. This one was pretty easy. It's pretty exact. There we go. All right. First black is done, guys. Happy fall, y'all. Isn't that cute? All right, let's move on to the truck here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and peel this off now that it's cooled. Oh, hopefully. I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and press this again a little bit more, only because this didn't fit fully across it, so I'm worried about the very ends here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it here. I'm not going to do it for the full 40. But you know what would have been perfect to press this? The auto press. Because it would have been long enough, so it would have worked perfectly. My design here I did make bigger than this, which you can still do. It's fine that I'm pressing it here. 20 seconds. I'm going to go over here for the last 20. Because it seems like it just missed those very ends. All right. Good point. All right, so we're gonna let that cool. Let's go ahead and go over to this blank here. Now, this one is gonna take this one is that, so this one is that. Okay. Alright. So for this one, we're going to put the pumpkin, the wheat, and the stem here. I'm going to go ahead and first apply the pumpkin. Just want to see location-wise. I know the other day was like 90, I think it was 90 days until Christmas. I was like, oh no, that is too soon. Press across. Press that one. Okay. I figured I'll not find the end there. Alright, there we go. You always want to do it slowly as you peel too, that way in case every little new edge is like a new peel, so you want to make sure you got it as you start going. Go. Sticky paper everywhere. I'll go ahead and put the leaf and the stem on. Just trying to make the distance the same around that. Yeah, Melody had a big chalk couture stash. So the first time when I came back from there, I brought a whole bunch of chalk couture because they're really good blanks to put stuff on. But you can go ahead, like I said, Amazon has blocks, wooden blocks, Michael's, you can find them at Hobby Lobby, and then just get different sizes and you can go ahead and stack them, or however you want to situate them. Go. To the side. And then for this one, I don't even know what this item was called. When I post the project, it'll tell you what it is. But I just went and kind of duplicated it. I ended up cutting the stem off because the stem was too long to join. And then you really want to zoom in if you're going to merge them. Merge them? I mean, I didn't put that one on. Not put that one on transfer tape. Oh. This on transfer tape real quick. Real quick, I'm going to go back to this one here because we are ready to peel this off. So I'm going to go ahead and peel off this from the iron-on. There we go. Beautiful. So that worked beautiful. It was just not wanting to peel at the very ends because it did not get the heat. And that's kind of important with iron-on. Yeah, I think, Joanne, I think that is true. HTV, especially with different like textures of wood, and especially if there's any like roughness to it, vinyl, you're going to have a really hard time getting to stick, but the iron-on will go ahead and stick. Thank you, Sue. I went and put all the fall stuff out, and I was like, I have a table that doesn't have anything, and it's my Shelby girl's table, our past dog that we had. That she lived a good long life, but she has her own table with her ashes and her picture and everything. And I was like, Shelby needs some fall decor. I know a lot of people, when they think of iron-on, they don't even think of wood, right? A lot of people just think of, say, t-shirts, stuff like, oh, that's the back for that stuff. All right. Sorry, guys, moving back to this one. Sticky situation. You know, my question during the hurricane, you guys see those newscasters and they're out in like waist high in water blowing over. I'm like, do they get like hazard pay for that? Like, how does that work? Because they're literally out there in the eye of a hurricane. Sometimes I look at it in my camera to see if it looks right too. Okay. There we go. Go ahead and press it there. That's true, Gail. That's the other thing people don't think of. Yep, I get that a lot too. Like, you can use iron-on cardstock. Absolutely. If you haven't used iron-on cardstock, I highly suggest it. And it's great to place. Say you got something with a whole bunch of little letters. Well, if you did that with cardstock, you're going to have to place like each one of the letters individually. You do it with iron-on, you peel it off, it's all in the place, you iron it on, it's perfect. Actually, I used iron-on the Halloween card I made, the Spell on You card. Go ahead and just push over each one of these points. That side sticking, this side just doesn't want to stick. Alright. Have to work on this one here to get it down. Like we mentioned previously, iron-on is better on wood just because of this, the texture of it. Now this is pretty smooth, so I can get the vinyl to work. The little fine points are just harder to get to it here. There we go. Like, it's wanting to stick. I'm really pushing on this too, so it's kind of pulling up some of the finish on the wood. Is my it just wants to adhere to the transfer tape a little bit more. But as you see, it is coming. You just gotta have a little patience. There we go. No, don't take that one with it. So this wood definitely does have some kind of finishing on it here. There we go. Victory is mine. Feel victorious. Yeah, right, Connie? It does. Sometimes going from the other end, because sometimes it's not stuck to the transfer tape on the other end, so you can go ahead and peel that. But, no fears. We got it done. It's hard to see in this light, but I really like the pearl, because this was, if we remember, this was the pearl metallic premium vinyl. So there is that block. So then we're just going to go ahead and finish the truck here. I'll go ahead and show you real quick how I made the truck also. Now for the truck image, I went ahead and grabbed the pumpkins and I contoured them out. Now I wanted them to look like they were sitting in the back of this pickup truck. So I'm going to go ahead and put my pumpkins in and resize them to however fits in the truck best. And then once I have those how I like them, I'm going to go ahead and click and shift on those. That way I can go ahead and group them. And then I'm going to pull them up. Now once I pull them up, I'm going to go ahead and go to shapes. And I'm just going to take a basic square. Now I'm going to want to slice this through those pumpkins. But remember, you can only slice through one thing at once. So go ahead and ungroup those pumpkins if you've grouped them. Then choose a rectangle, hold shift, choose a pumpkin, hit slice, and then go ahead and do the same thing to the other pumpkin. And then you can go ahead and just delete these out and you're left with the pumpkin that you want to put in the back of the truck. Now we can go ahead and I can go ahead and drag my mouse over both of those and hit group again. That way I group them together. I'm going to pull them down in my pickup truck. And now I just need some stems to put on it. So I'm going to do the same thing for the stems. I'm going to go ahead and contour out. I really want to add one of these leaves to the stem, so I'm going to do the same thing here. And then just resize it and get it into the position you like. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach that to the stem also. And go ahead and do the same thing on the other pumpkin until you get it how you like. And that is it for the pickup. All right. So there was the pickup truck, which I'm reading comments here. Thank you so much, Stacy. I truly appreciate that comment. Alex was at a paranormal convention last week, and there was a medium there that, I mean, I can't even get into it, but holy cow, super emotional, the stuff that was said. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how Alex was not a believer. In the end, he goes, I'm 1,000% a believer. Like, it was just, it'll make your ball. I can't even think about it, to be honest. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and place these wheels. Okay, we're going to place them there because that's where it went down. I would have moved that down a tiny bit there to make that gap smaller, but it touched. Once it touched, I am not... Where in the world is my little scraper? How do you have it right? And it's right here, but it's not here. Okay, I got a big scraper. So I'm going to go ahead and push this down with that. I don't know about you guys, but I love this. I was actually at the store, and they had, you know, this fall pickup truck with the pumpkins in the back, and I took a picture of it, and I was like, I want to make that, because I love because I have a farmhouse themed, and like for Christmas, you know, I have the pickup truck with the Christmas trees in the back that light up. Oh, come on now. Oh, and that's the iron-on, and it's wanting to pick it up. All right. Peel this across. Come on, I'm gonna pull this back so I can hold on to this tiny little piece here. Oops, oops, oops. All right. And there is that one. So we got that part of the truck done. All right, Gail, off to the craft store again tomorrow. Always, always, always running to the craft store. Even when you think you got everything and you're sure of it, there's always like that. There's like that one thing you have to run out for, right? All right. So we're gonna go ahead and take our pumpkins here. We're gonna place the pumpkins in the back of the truck. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and cut as much of this off as I can, the transfer tape, just because I want to avoid as much of it touching the iron-on as I can. And as we mentioned earlier, that new mystery box, if you guys have not gotten that, link should be below. There we go. Oh, I thought I lost my big scraper then. I'm like, no way. See, now some of us live close to the craft store, right? Like I got a Michael's, a Hobby Lobby, and a Joann's like 10 minutes from me. But some of us, like Jamie, how long do you have to drive to get to your nearest, say, Michael's or Hobby Lobby? I know some of us, it's like way spread out, so we really have to plan their trips to the craft store. Oh. I bet they aren't, Gail. The prices of wood are insane. Cute. Right? Hello, true purple cutie. I'm loving seeing the emojis. Alright, we got one piece left and we are done. So this is the stem. The stem for... Did I? Did I mirror it? I may have. Alright, I'm going to cut these apart. They were in the right place, but I think I mirrored it. Because I was using iron-on, so you mirror the iron-on. I know what I did. I'm like, wait a minute, something here is not right. Oh, it is. Let me look. Okay, that is right. All right. Now, if I would have looked at this, I would have moved the truck a little bit down. I did not realize this was such a big stem here. So I'm going to actually go ahead. That's okay. We can fix things. So I'm going to actually go ahead and cut off some of the stem. I'm just going to make it shorter. That way it'll fit. But I should have just moved this down some. I thought for sure it was the wrong stem for the wrong pumpkin. I'm like, why is this one so gigantic? It will go on. Oops. Not a mistake, just happy accidents. You live on an island. That's awesome. Oh, why did it do that? All right. What did I actually just take it off of? This. All right, got the stem. Gonna try to I need it like that. I'm still gonna cut a tiny bit off of the stem. I'm gonna cut it this way. We'll get it. You just gotta be resourceful. I'm gonna change this though in the file just because I don't think the stem, like especially the leaf, I don't think it needs to be that quite that big. Alright. I almost want to just recut it before I put it on. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take, which I could put this on, but this leaf here, can you guys see how big this leaf is? It does not need to be that large of a leaf. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce the size on that before I put it on to finish it. But I'll post it finished later on. I just don't want to put it on there because it's too big. It just doesn't look right, and it's going to drive me absolutely bonkers. All right, we can go ahead and grab, this is just our little one for the other side. This is more of a size that makes sense here. That's okay. Messed up. All I gotta do is make one more cut and it'll be fine. Go ahead and cut some of this excess away. There we go. Well, that one looks good. That like makes way more sense, right? The other one was gigantic. Yeah, I know, Stu. I had it where it was falling on the pumpkin, but it was almost covering like so much of the pumpkin even that I was like, let me just make it a little smaller. There we go. It's so cute. I wish it had its other leaf. Yeah, it's just, see, it's just such a gigantic leaf. So I'm just going to go ahead and recut this, make it smaller. I could just put the pumpkin on there for now and then add the rest. Or not the pumpkin, the stem. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and add the stem to this. And then I can resize it and I can just have it meet where the stem comes off with the leaf. So don't worry if something doesn't go right. Just, it's like, you know, when you go the wrong direction and GPS is like rerouting. That's it. We're just rerouting. All right. There is our block set, guys. So, what do you guys think? Isn't that cute? Isn't that so fall? I love it. You can switch it. You can put the Happy Fall Yall here or there and then personalize it. It's so cute. It goes with the whole farmhouse theme perfectly too. And like most of the stuff, minus the black on the tires, and this brown, everything was in a mystery box recently. So that's awesome. Like I said, you could have used the brown from the Fall is in the Air mystery box because it was in the package with the wine. So you could have put it in there also and then use that as iron-on. I decided not to do that only because of placement reasons. I thought, oh, you're gonna want to do iron-on first. So if you do that, that's fine, but you're gonna have to place this brown before you place the orange. And I was like, whew, I mean, you could mark it and do that so it would be perfect, but I just decided to go with the brown vinyl on that. Thanks, everybody. I thought they were cute. Let's go back to me now. Because don't forget, we're gonna pick the... Oh, let me turn the other light on. Let there be light. There we go. Alright, are you guys ready to pick the raffle copter so we can see which 10 people won $50 credit to spend at Cricut.com? Hopefully it's some of you guys. Alright, let me grab my other computer here and we will get Rafflecopter open. Thanks, guys. I thought it was a fun fall project, right? I love those blanks. I love fall colors. Alright. Got Rafflecopter open. We're going to pick 10. And we are going to see who wins. So good luck, guys. Is this how the person in the lottery feels? Like when they're like, ball number 9. Alright, so we're going to go to pick a winner. Add a random winner. We have D.A. I know that name. She was just our weekly winner last week. Deanna Cope Bouchard. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I think it's like Bouchard. So you guys, congrats to Deanna. She's one of our Patreons. She won $50. And we get to pick another. This is fun. I like this. We get to pick another winner. We have Paula. Paula Neyrinck. Neyrinck. She's a winner. to keep going. Winner number 3, Rosalie McFadden. I know that name too. Congratulations, Rosalie. This is awesome. Next, winner number 4, 4 of 10. We have Connie Martin. Connie, congratulations, Connie. She is in Canada. That's number 4, right? I'm like losing track. Yeah, number 4. So number 5. Okay, their name is Rocktastic Arts. So congratulations, Rocktastic Arts. I like that name though. That's a fun name. You know, I like to say Craftastic. I say Rocktastic. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6, Nina Gatt. Congratulations, Nina. Number 7, Tammy. I know somebody with this name, but I don't think it's the same lady. Tammy Taylor. So congrats to Tammy Taylor. Number 8, Alina. Only a first name. Email is ehlet6000. I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more, guys. 2 more. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Lori Clark. I know this name too. Lori Clark. Congratulations, Lori. So we'll be reaching out to each of the winners through the email and giving them their code to spend at Cricut. And one more. Hey, we got a guy, which we don't get lots of guys that win. So like, hey for the guys. Rich Linden. Rich Linden also. So that was our September giveaway. And those are our winners. Our October giveaway will be coming out shortly because, you know, it's about to be a new month. And I don't know what we're giving away yet. So we're open on suggestions for that. So, do you guys like, here's a question for you. Do you guys prefer to win money to spend at Cricut? Or do you prefer to win a specific item? Which would you prefer? Would you rather get money you can spend on whatever you want? Or would you rather win whatever like item we're giving away? That was fun though. I liked that. I like having multiple winners because the more people get to win. Right? That was fun. Oh, and for the Community Create Challenge, so to be entered in it, you have until tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time. So all you have to do for that, go to our Facebook group, Cricut Design Space. You can put it actually in any of our Facebook groups, but instead of listing all of those out, I'm just going to make it easier and say Cricut Design Space. Share your project, make your project public, and then add the hashtag community, I had to think about it, Community Create Challenge. And that way we can go through and pick a winner. So the winner is going to win, it's like 13 new products from Cricut. If you, in the links below, there is a thing that tells you the rules, how to enter. You can click and it tells you all the specifics. It will tell you what the prize package is too. It's like almost $200, $187 worth of new products. So you get the gel pens, you get the watercolor, you get the opaque, I always say that wrong. You get the glow in the dark. Did you guys see the glow in the dark iron-on I did with the 'Tis the Season to Be Spooky shirt? You get the watercolor cards, you get lots of stuff. So that's exciting. And then we get to see what all people do. Everybody's projects look totally different, which is cool because you can see how do they see it. So, all right, Lori said money to spend at what I want at Cricut. Good to know. So, thank you guys for joining us. So we will be back. Me and Alex will be back in the morning. Hopefully, I haven't talked to Alex since the hurricane hit. I hope he's good. But we should be back tomorrow at noon Eastern for image sets. To do image sets with you guys. So hopefully we see a lot of you in there for that. Hopefully we have some awesome new images. We had tons of new images last week. Like, I think it was 60. I counted and was like, holy cow, this is like 60 sets. There was like 60 sets of images, lots of new ones because of with the new markers and the new pens. They gave us lots of draw images, which is super cool. I was actually going to message them and be like, hey, can we get like a palm tree, a sunset? Because with those watercolors, with the brush set, it would be really cool. And then on Friday, I was like, palm tree beach set. Like I didn't even have to ask for it. So we'll be going over a lot of sets because we did lose signal last week in the middle of it. So we're going to go ahead and catch up and like go over some that we didn't see. So you guys can join us then. Watch for our new giveaway though. So we'll post those also in our Facebook groups and also in our videos. If there is a giveaway that's live, it'll always be in the description below the video also. So thank you guys. Thank our admins, our supporters, our sponsors. I did a shout out video, but it would not airdrop. Airdrop just stopped working all of a sudden, so I could put the shout outs on there. But thank you guys. We appreciate you. And we will see you guys next time. Bye. As Alex says, toodles. Trying to find the button. Always like Willy Wonka.